The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Bellingham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Stojkovic. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Now it's Batistuta. Good ball, good take. And this is Beckham. He is just caressing the ball. And Beckham! Oh, he's been this time, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nicely weighted ball. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Batistuta. Conte, steaming on goalwards. And now the breakaway. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he's quick to return it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he knocks it clear. Nepal have got it back and they'll have another go. Knocks it into space. Nepal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Conte. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that is out of play. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. Passing is crisp and sharp. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to cross. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. De Paul, he won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they...
Mbappe! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And here's Bellingham. And this is Batistuta. Now this could be a chance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Defending was strong and firm. Pass somewhat off target. That's a shade optimistic. Now it's Mbappe. Spread to the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has a look at... There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Oh, that was vital. And it's been hooked away. Now that looks a decent ball. De Paul is the team's great visionary. And here's Bellingham. He can run onto that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Keeper's dealt with that.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
This is Beckham. He has found the way through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. The Paul finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're off again.
Nepal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Lampard. De Rossi conjures time and space where few can. And that's another good win of the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Saliba. Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's had it taken off him. Stojkovic. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Engages and forces him off the ball. Threads one in. Played out towards the right wing. Bellingham. Conte. And they can counter here. Well read, nice interception. Tries to pass it through. Conte! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Batistuta.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Manchester United leading now.
Taking place. The attendance for this match was 71,550.
He gets it ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to...
And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a tidy finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Nepal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Conte. And here's Drogba. Lampard. No way through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Substitution for Manchester United.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
6, Beckham. Coming on the
Nepal
field.
have, after this,
14,
one further opportunity
Xabi Alonso.
to make a substitution.
Number 22, Gerrard.
Nicely spread.
Substitution.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for the run. Look at the space. It's Alonso! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Gerrard. And it's Conte. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bale. Modric. Drogba producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Rijkaard, who does have an assist to his name, looking for a runner.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. De Rossi. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Has been indicated.
And it's Bale. Out towards the flank. Now Modric. Rijkaard. into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. So what can they make of this? And we're done. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely
Please turn
outcome,
your
but we've had
attention to
a
the
good
screen for
variety in this game,
information
despite
provided
it
by the
being
local police.
anticlimactic.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win. Well,
and he was there to get a vital touch.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And this is a chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's good vision. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Hazard. And it's Hullet, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Son Heung-min. Lampard. Cafu. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Quality ball. Now it's Mbappe. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. And it's Lampard. Lampard gets on his bike and on the move. Looking for the fob. Oh, good effort! And it's a goal! The first significant strike. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Minutes is number 20, Son Heung-min.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Neymar, he's free, he has got space. Backward it goes. Rice. Tries a measured ball, and he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hazard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Varane does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Now he's running away. He won't be happy with that one. Messi shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Lampard. Cafu is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Cafu, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Stojkovic. Cafu has it out wide, and can he finish? Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Nepal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Nepal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they can counter here. Pinches it off him. Cafu. Now it's Lampard. Tries to... And the finish! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. That was easy, almost too easy.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Nepal find a position of real strength now. A decent chance! Well, that is remarkable.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
I'm afraid
Nepal
to tell you that
absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Nepal, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Hazard. Number 23, Messi. Coming on the field, number
on the move
17,
again.
George Best. Number 7,
Look at the space here. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he can clear it away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And it's Stojkovic. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Best. Now it's come to nothing. De Rossi. And here's Neymar. He's well positioned here. Shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish. They're back within reach. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Neymar! And it's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Oh, tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Forced to go back. And it's Rice. Oh, he's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
Rice really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goes for a shot! And they're back on the ball again.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
it! Pele! Son Heung-min. Played for Lampard. Stojkovic can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Stojkovic. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rice. Chance here to counter. He's got away. Mbappe. Best. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Al Ittihad are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Maldini. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's had it taken off him. It's a pretty loose pass. Best. Cafu. Cafu. Lampard. Driving on and making good progress.
Al Ittihad really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hullet. Pele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Driving through the... Real chance! And that's a good finish. And right near the end, we have parity. How's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Kylian Mbappe. Substitution in progress.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And it's Neymar. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here.
There will be 3 minutes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
What a crazy... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try...
Here's a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Nepal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Good play on the left-hand side here.
That's good play from him.
Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Rodri. And he thumps it clear. Cafu calmly anticipates. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nice bit of trickery. Yamal. Oh, that's neat. He's had a shot! Goal! Brazil! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a pretty loose pass. De Paul.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for options for movement. Cucurella puts them all in. Maldini gets it away. Stojkovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bellingham. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bernardo Silva. De Rossi. For De Paul. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bernardo Silva. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Threads one in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Neymar. De Paul. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Ibrahimovic. the most accurate pass. Cafu, can he get on the end of this? Nepal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Nepal with the corner, there first. And that is masterful defending.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Messi picks it up out wide. Cafu! Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. And he's managed to get free.
Nepal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Yamal is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got it...
Ibrahimovic! Vieira. Rodri. Now Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And here's Stojkovic. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Neymar, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Van Dijk. And it's De Rossi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
Oh, good effort! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. The Rossi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic couldn't squeeze it through. Played into space. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Neymar! It's anyone's ball now. Nicely shaped cross. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's to Paul. Well, that looks a decent ball. And Messi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. It's their second corner of the game. Cucurella gets it away. Aimed at the far side.
Nepal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. He's found the... Neymar! And he's quick to get rid.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has found a way through. That's really well manoeuvred. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has a look up. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And it's Marino. Marino! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Now, can they get him away? Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Vitinha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's dribbled past his man here. He's shifting through the gears here. Ah, such a clever touch. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Vieira. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Timber just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi. Kane. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. This is a promising build-up. A probing pass. Nicely worked. Bernardo Silva! He's hit it first time.
Bernardo Silva cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Pinches it off him. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. An instinctive delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Nepal are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Lampard never out of the action for very long. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Bommel. Messi, always goal side, shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break, no shortage of pace.
And the keeper's given it away. He's beaten the last. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Messi.
Nepal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bernardo Silva. Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Gerrard. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neither of these two want to come off. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Nepal restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Van Bommel can so cleverly bypass the press. Timber has the space to scheme. Van Bommel. Messi going face-to-face. Gerrard! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nepal are looking to go forward now. And he's picked out the run. He has found the way through. Lam. Chance for a shot! Vieira. And it's Bernardo Silva. And this is... Can he finish? Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Two added minutes.
Takes the shot! Maldini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nice bit of trickery. Timber. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, shooting chance! And now the breakaway. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And now, please.
And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And at half-time, the score is 1. And Bernardo Silva! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Timber is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
O'Reilly. No way through. And it's Stojkovic. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And here's Bernardo Silva. Tries to pass it through. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball's gone out of play. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Stojkovic. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bernardo Silva. Ball played for Rijkaard. Lahm has it in a wide position. Messi. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Lahm, looking for options for movement. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So changes afoot
Messi.
here, and from both
Coming on
sides.
the field is
That is good
number
pressure, just
23.
hounded him off it.
Substitutions taking
Bernardo
place.
Silva gets on his bike and on the move. Company, always a very imposing presence at the back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona shapes to shoot! And he couldn't finish.
Stojkovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Is number 10, Modric.
Paul really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Kaká. Kaká running with intent. Drives it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi. Timber gets into a good position. Oh, good effort! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kaká! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Kaká can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And here's Stojkovic. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Lahm. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has been slung wide. O'Reilly. Rijkaard, the man that is tenacity personified.
Barcelona really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Rijkaard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the pass is intercepted. Gerrard. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And it's Timber. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Now here is a true legend of the game. Kane! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Rice. Drives it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Azar. Azar running with intent. Guardiola. Hazard. Rodri. Can he spark a counter here? He's picked his way through.
Such good technique.
Rice. Good read, needed to be. Guardiola. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Driving on and making good progress. Now that looks a decent ball. In towards the back stick. Benatia clears. Could move up a gear here. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. De Rossi. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Rice.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That could spell trouble. He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Azar, very much a man of this moment. Played back to the goalkeeper. Buffon, a keeper with complete command over his defence. Cafu calmly anticipates. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice control. Rice. That's good play. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cruyff. Ronaldinho. And Azar. This looks promising. And it's Guardiola. Desai cuts it out. And he's gone looking for safety. Rice wins the duel this time. Now he's got space here. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Ronaldinho going forward. Guardiola is the team's great visionary.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cruyff powering forward here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Azar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rice. And here's Kane. Oh, this looks sharp. Guardiola. Time and again they are repelled. Azar. Driving forward. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Nepal finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substituição no time do Fluminense. Camisa 15.
We're on the move again.
Camisa 6.
Nepal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm. And
It's Azar!
Camisa 18.
Guardiola stood his ground strongly. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Cole. That is good progress on the left. Showing great feet there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
he read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. This is a promising build-up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cole. And it's Cruyff. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cafu. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. Lovely feet. Oh, well played, well played. Ronaldinho being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Hefty! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Nepal present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for genuine comfort. missed it, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, again there's no way through. Hazard really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Chance! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's managed to get free. And it's played into the middle. Cleared away. And it's Rice! And that's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Fluminense are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they...
Goes for the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find a net.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rice, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nepal do have a chance to counter here. Foot in. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, just skips past his man. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rice. De Rossi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rodri gets it away. Rice. Rice was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a throw.
Substituição em andamento.
Pepe, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well,
And a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He has found a way through. And it's Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Gerrard, the man for every moment. About as smooth as it gets. With fun and fury, They continue to do their thing. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Ball's gone out of play. That's at the end. Nepal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident, it takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pele, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Out towards the flank. There's the delivery, and a header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's Messi. And here's the pull. Messi. Now that is a hefty challenge. It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pele, there's the shot! Goal! Brazil! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a...
And the shot!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just...
Getting up there! And he's straight offside. Now it's Messi. Cafu. Nicely weighted ball. Saliba. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Pirlo. Zambrotta. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's the pull. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pele! De Paul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Filippo and the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the pass is intercepted. Always goal side, shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be...
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pepe. Nepal have hit a quick-fire double here. and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lampard, De Rossi, intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Son Heung-min. Tries to play it through. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. And he's there to belt it away. And that is the end of the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats.
And a quick
all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
Is now on sale in
So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Nepal are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. The second half is up and running. Out of play for a throw. And here's Mbappe, looking for the run. Ibrahimovic on 2 now, and looking for 3. Great vision. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's there to retrieve it. Jordan Henderson. Pelé. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that's a little loose. Oh, what has happened here?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Rossi. Played out wide. Can he get it through? In chance! And again! It's in! And this is getting better and better. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Nepal go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really...
It's Neymar! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Could move up a gear here. Saliba cuts out the pass. And here's Mbappe. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Now it's crossed in. Impressive jump! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Quality ball. Nepal are looking to go forward now. Cafu. Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Cafu can clear it away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lampard. De Rossi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lampard. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening.
And a header! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Raul, and he's managed to get free. So he's had a shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Nepal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And it's Bernardo Silva. The Rossi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Cafu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lampard. Spread it left. Raul. Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nepal with the corner, there first. Goes for the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Maldini actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This is their second corner of the game. He's having a shot, and he's following up. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And it's Olmo. De Rossi. Lampard. Stojkovic. Oh, this is a very good run. Cafu. Looking for the run. And this is Bernardo Silva. Lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. Serves up across. And the shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Nepal find a position of real strength now. Kimmich. That's a lovely, neat pass. Dani Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bernardo Silva. And it's Stojkovic. He might be in here. Lovely pass, but can he takes a shot? And that's a tiny finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've...
Chance! He's got a goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Spain get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Dani Olmo. Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. Lampard. Vitinha. And Silvestre. Dani Olmo. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's a Spain free kick. He's gone for it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now, that looks a decent ball. Rafinha! Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Floated through. And that has been cleared. Nepal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That's good play. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Bernardo Silva laid out to the left flank. He's found a way through. And the finish! Goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
There will be 3
Simplicity
minutes added time.
itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And here's the chance to counter. Vitinha. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a good ball out wide. And the whistle goes for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Nepal have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. The second half is up and running. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Here comes the cross, he's rising! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Driven forward, Ronaldo going after that. Rafinha. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is a little undercooked. Maldini. Cannavaro. Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. .60 minutes played. And here's Stojkovic. Bernardo Silva. And it's Maldini. Raul. Maldini has it in a wide position. Rafinha. Can he get it through? That's a shade optimistic. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a promising position. Lovely feet.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That has found him in acres of space. And a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
18,
Corner number 3 coming up.
coming on to replace him is number 21, Bale.
Somewhat off target. Struck first time. Oh, there was plenty on that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Cafu. Played back into the centre. Nepal still have the cards to affect this game. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. That is lovely. Oh, that's fabulous. Swings in across.
Substitution on the field. Number
Nepal
15,
get their fourth
Bernardo
corner.
Silva. Coming on the field is number 23, Pepin.
And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's been caught napping. Getting up there! And that has faded wide.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Nepal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dani Olmo, he's shifting. Big chance! Brought out the best in the keeper.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
And it's been taken short. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? Lampard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rafinha with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Kaká has been caught there, it's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Bale is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Number 24.
Plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Number 16. Daniele De Rossi. Coming on the field. Number 20. Son Heung-min.
Kaká receives it in a good position here.
Ronaldo. Number 13. Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball.
There will be 3 minutes.
It's a good-looking delivery. Dani Olmo, who's set up one goal so far, aims beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Bale providing an outlet on... And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, and the referee says that is it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
With the owner of a blue
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they said.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, nice touch. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. O'Reilly. De Paul to De Rossi. Cafu. Bellingham. Rijkaard. De Paul running with intent. Timber did well to stay calm there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And Dijk wins the duel this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out wide. Cafu. Delivered low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're on him in a flash. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Son Heung-min. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And here's Messi. Oh, they could break here. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bernardo Silva. And it's De Rossi. Son Heung-min. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Cafu. For De Rossi. De Paul. Ibrahimovic. Jordan Henderson. That pass has been well intercepted. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now the ball's gone astray. Ronaldo has the space. Goes for a shot! And no mistake. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi could move up a gear here. Can he get on the end of this? Maldini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Shoots! Goal! Botafogo! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Botafogo have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Oh, important interception. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. O'Reilly. Now it's Messi. And it's Bellingham. A probing pass. O'Reilly providing an outlet on that flank.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
De Paul. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham. And it's O'Reilly. Messi, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Nepal really need to...
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. It's level again. What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Van Dijk. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Bellingham! Goal! Botafogo! Into the lead once more. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pass is just off target. De Rossi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Lovely feet. De Paul. Cafu. Forced to go back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Dijk. Now it's Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
To Henderson. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Ronaldo, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And this is Henderson. And now a sudden chance to counter. Little pass back. Has a look and plays it forward. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Teremos uma substituição.
Cafu. Nepal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That's put paid to the danger. And this is Ronaldo.
Botafogo
Clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Raul. Cafu, he is through here. Chance to deliver. And it's Kaka! It's hit the upright. And that could come back to haunt them.
Ah, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Rijkaard. Well, this could be it, for something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Timber with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substituição.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. De Rossi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
This looks promising. Great vision. And a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade.
Chance, surely! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Botafogo now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Bale, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And it's Bale.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Cleared away. So that's it. It is all over. Nepal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward and...
Lampard! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he has kept it out somehow.
Lampard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. He's looking wide. Now it's Drogba.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Lampard. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Semenyo. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's quick to return it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's gone for a throw-in. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Drogba. And it's Bernardo Silva. No way through. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Delivers with whip. Pepe gets it away. Looking for options for movement. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Yamal. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bernardo Silva. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lampard. And he's managed to getting up there! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Ibrahimovic! He's delivered all right! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Van Dijk gets a foot in and wins the ball. No foul, says the referee. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Raul. He's found a way through. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to comp. Chance for a shot!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cafu. Serginho gets over and intercepts. Semenyo. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Raul. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yamal. Yamal's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. That pass has been well intercepted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Semenyo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through, and this is Lampard. Oh, what has happened here? And he's quick to get rid. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Nepal coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Nepal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing...
Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Defending was strong and firm. Ambitious ball here. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect play.
Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This their second corner of the game. Roll! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal running with the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. Back to within 1. Interesting. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Oh, great leap! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Aims beyond the defence. Howson. Milan are looking to break at pace. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on. Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Raul. Bernardo Silva. Fiore. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's picked his way through. And that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's Messi. Kaka. He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Nepal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easy...
Great chance! And there's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Nepal go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Messi goes short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Hakimi engages and forces him off the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
A slightly... Oh, they could be caught out here! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, super ball! And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Nepal, good effort from distance. It's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Nepal are having a ball here. Hakimi. That's travelling a long way. Bale. Has a look and plays it forward. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Ibrahimovic claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che potete partecipare all'iniziativa
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's a great sense of excitement emanating from this great stadium in the north of Rome. It is intriguing, charming, truly exciting. It is time for them to cross swords again. And we're underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different...
And the shots! You've got to be quick to recover this. Short changes him with that pass. takes a shot! Stojkovic aimed beyond the defence, and the through ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Nepal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gerrard delivers. Khan claims it, safe hands. And the counter is on. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber just loves to go forward whenever he can. Beckenbauer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Lampard. That has been cut short. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
This might spell... And he shoots! Couldn't squeeze it through. Played with finesse. Getting up there! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Robertson cuts out the pass. Pass somewhat off target. De Rossi can see things, others simply cannot. Stojkovic. Robertson does well to get it back. Stojkovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Timber. Nepal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Gerrard. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Raul. Bernardo Silva. He has found the way through. And this is decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Nepal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roll! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And he's there to clear it. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's a lovely, neat pass. It's a sharp pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Azar. And it's Timber. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Stojkovic. That has not gone well. Bernardo Silva.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Forced to go back. Real chance! Van Basten! Scorching strike! About as smooth as it gets. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Brazil have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
So, another set play. So, he's plotting something before playing it in. Kimmich attempts a clearance. .40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And it's De Rossi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Quality ball. And the shot's on here. Nice control. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Ci sarà un minuto di
He's only
recupero.
too happy to take that back. Robertson. Parla. Passes short and sharp. Steaming on goalwards. Now it's Diaz. Goes for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are... And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's really well manoeuvred. Raul. Oh, that's neat. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, third corner of the game. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays it in low. And that's the keeper's ball.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bernardo Silva. No, again there's no way through. And here's Azar. And it's Parla.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And Bast. Can he finish? Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It's all becoming so easy. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Van Basten. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Robertson. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
De Rossi. Great defending, strong and determined. Good ball, good take. Another pass just keeps it. And the finish! Lampard goes long. Raul. That is a great pick out. He is through here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Referee has just said play on. Diaz receives him in a wide position. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Stojkovic. Lampard. Stojkovic! So what can they make of this? It's been slipped through. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten! And how did he not make it four?
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this is Van Basten. And he's a decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, they could break here. Oh, it's come to nothing.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ibrahimovic.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Can he get it through? Diaz crosses. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, good-looking ball. Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Takes the shot.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Gerrard. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that will be it. Nepal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the end.